if a lender is legitimate?
Okay, so let me answer the question about how do you find out a lender is legitimate? I'm not sure where the question's coming from exactly, Michael, but I can tell you a couple of ways. I'll tell you some red flags. Oh, a lender on our site has offered a loan for property. Okay, what does the rest of it say?
Oh, sorry.
I can only see a little bit that comes on the phone.
A lender on our site has offered me a loan for property government sanctioned. I don't know, I guess.
Okay, so keep in mind our Facebook community is 5,600 people right now, and so there's everybody that's on there are all individuals. So just because you see it on the multifamily real estate investing page, I know you saw it there, but I wouldn't say that means anything. It doesn't mean anything to us. I don't even know. Yeah. I'm not sure who they are. So, but it's just like there's investors, there's lenders, there's realtors, there's all sorts of people that are in our group. So don't put lender and our site like together in your mind to mean anything. So how do you know that they're legitimate? How you would know that someone is not legitimate is a little bit easier to answer. In that case, if you're talking with a lender, well, first of all, check their website, do as much due diligence as you can to just see, do they seem legitimate? Just the fact that you're asking the question makes me kind of like, Usually if you're asking the question, it's because there's something in your subconscious mind that's making you feel a little bit unsure. So, one, in general, trust your gut. Your gut usually knows things. But if a lender ever asks you for money up front, that's a huge red flag. So a couple things. One, I actually did a video on this, a couple weeks ago. If a lender's offering you 100% financing, that's a pretty good red flag right there. Lenders don't offer 100% financing because you'd have no skin in the game. So usually if someone says, we can do up to 100%, BS. No, they can't. No, they can't. No, they won't. No, they don't. So I'm not saying it would never happen. It's just, it's so rare that you could pretty much consider it to be, okay, what you're probably trying to do is get me in the door, lock me up, tie up your time so that you can't go find another lender, and now you have no time. You got to take whatever terms they offer you. So 100% financing, I don't think that's legitimate in general. The other thing is if they're like, oh yeah, just go ahead and put down this deposit, or we need an upfront fee, or we need a down payment. No, absolutely not. Somebody we know just had this happen, and the supposed lender said, oh yeah, we just need you to put a down payment of $2,500 to get $60,000 like gap fund loan. Yep, they've offered 100% and $3,000 up front. And tell us who it is. Yeah, because bye-bye to them. Yeah, 100% and $3,000 up front. That sounds like...
No, I don't play.
Yeah, that's 100% BS. They don't do 100%, and any upfront money you pay, you can pretty much just kiss that goodbye. It's gone. There's a company in Utah called Do Hard Money, and one of the things I did for the past 5 years, well, it's been a year now, but for 5 years before that is I would travel all over the country, and I would work and train new real estate investors one-on-one. And so one of the things that I did with them is we would get on the phone and we would call hard money lenders and we would interview them. And one that always came up, they're very good at SEO, they're very good at going out there, was Do Hard Money out of Utah. And the thing that was interesting, because they would advertise 100% financing, hard money. And I'm like, yeah, right. Brand new, you could have no experience, we'll give you 100% financing. I mean, please. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. In that case, that would have been. And they had that same thing, just like Mark said, 3,000, or just like you said, Michael, 3,000 up front. It was something like 2,500 up front. And the way that they would get new investors to put up that money is by saying, oh yeah, 100% financing. We'll give that to you, and then we'll put that $2,500 towards your fees. So there's no real fee. It's it's risk free. But the reality is you'll never find a deal that will meet their supposed criteria to get 100%. So it's just a way, in my opinion, it's just a way for them to take advantage of people who are new and don't know any better. So that's part of the things that we talked about with our mastermind students, and why we tell them anytime you're going through a deal, like, you run everything by your coach, because we've been ripped off. When we were new, when we didn't know any different, we've been through everything, and now we can see things a mile away. Yeah, Michael, application fee $3,000, not legit. A legitimate hard money lender at the most would have a few $100 application fee. Even that is rare. And that is typically, if they have money due up front, it's usually for the appraisal. So, you know, $500-600, maybe. Beyond that, no way. And any other fees, Mark just commented exactly what I was just going to tell you. Any other fees they charge, they charge at closing. So it'll be on the title company statement. So guys, everybody listening, do not ever send money to a lender up front unless it's for the appraisal, but that's it. Beyond that, just run and just know if they ever say, we can get you 100% financing, I know you want to believe it. I would want to believe it too. But they're just there to hurt you and not help you and sell you BS and dreams and basically take your $3,000 and leave a bad taste in your mouth. So don't do it. They're not legit. And Michael, message us, make sure you tell us who it is, because we need to go find them and make sure they are off our site. That's super predatory, and I do not want people in our Facebook group getting ripped off. Yeah. Anytime you guys see stuff like that, always please give us a heads up so we can check them out. And if we check them out and see like they're full of it, we'll take them off the page. We're not vouching for anybody on the page saying they're good, but if they're bad, we'll for sure get them kicked off and blocked.
If you're interested in learning more about real estate investing or investing in passive income, multifamily, or apartments, feel free to join our free private Facebook group. If you know that you want help, you know you want someone to hold your hand, and you know you want to be part of a mastermind and have coaching, all that you need to do is text the word freedom to 619-373-8461. So if you just want to see like what is that about and how can I speed up my results and do it more safely, I'd be happy to chat with you about what your options are and see what we can do to help you along your journey.